Hope you're having an awesome day. Sonia Charnachan here, coming to you from beautiful British Columbia, Canada. And I'm trying this. Number two, you guys, I just finished doing a Facebook Live. It happens. Technology, what can I say? My microphone obviously was not on. It was the oddest thing. So maybe you weren't supposed to hear me on the last video. Anyways, I'm jumping on today because I want to ask you, how is your gut health? Do you find yourself bloated, tired, and exhausted, not sleeping well at night? Well, let me tell you, you might want to check in with your gut health, because gut health seems to be the big rage right now. We used to know for sure, exercise, your fitness and your nutrition were always about, being healthy, building good cardiovascular health and physical health. But the gut, which is that other brain that we have, that is so important to us sleeping, having a healthy lifestyle, having the energy that we need to get throughout the day. So I have 9 easy tips for you to help support your gut health. So first things first, though, what I highly recommend you do is grab a journal and start tracking the times where you're feeling bloated or you have an upset stomach, and start tracking what you're eating, what you're doing, and how you're feeling. Journaling is a great way to know what needs to change in your life. I love using a journal and jotting down some things, that might help support me. So the first thing is get a journal and start tracking, especially your sleep patterns, you guys. If you're finding you're getting up in the middle of the night, and maybe you're not getting up because your bladder needs to be released, maybe you're just waking up because you're having a restless sleep, your gut could have a lot to do with that, okay? So the first thing I'm going to suggest is you need to first focus in on slowing down your eating patterns. Okay, so this is what I mean by that is you got to slow down. We are such a fast-moving society now, and I hate to say that because we need to learn to relax and slow down. But we need to do that with our eating too, because it's so easy, especially us as women. We're always on the go. You got an appointment to go to, you got kids to take somewhere, you got shopping to do, you got a house to clean. And most of the time we're just kind of eating on the run. And when we're doing that, we're sucking in a lot of wind, which can cause bloating into the stomach as well. And we're eating really fast and we're stressed out all the time. So that's the first thing you want to do, is you want to start having structured eating time, like sit down and eat. Don't do it in front of the TV, none of that kind of stuff. Okay, so that's tip number 1. So we're going to find a time to eat without doing anything else. No multitasking on this. I know we're good at it, ladies, but no multitasking. Okay, number 2 is to eat smaller meals. So eating smaller meals throughout the day is going to help support you. We want to give the digestive system time to do its job. So if we're eating too often throughout the day, too many times and big meals, your digestive system is just constantly going. And that's going to have a lot of the acid coming up into your system. You want to slow that down. So smaller meals. The other thing too is you may be doing intermittent fasting, and if you are, I know there's a lot of us doing that, especially for those of us that have hit that menopause stage. For me, I know intermittent fasting is super helpful with those excess pounds that keep coming on. And I know, ladies, it's that hormone years, right? We're struggling with it, and we kind of want to get out of the struggle and start doing things that are conducive to helping support our healthy weight. Because if you're not feeling healthy in your weight, you're not going to be feeling healthy in your life, right? So if you're using intermittent fasting, then you want to look at that window. Where's your time frame? Now, some people do 12, 14, or 16 hours of fasting, and they don't have their first meal until later. So however it works for you, do what's right for you, because remember, there's no one size fits all, okay? So your meals throughout that window, you're going to have to spread out, make them really small, okay, because we need that time. So that's number 2. So eating smaller meals, slowing down your eating, and you must, like anything else in life, we live on a schedule. We want to have our eating schedule the same every day. Our body is used to working on a clock. It just is. We have a clock that, you know, there is that 24-hour clock, and there's different organs in your body through the meridian system that work at different times. You can look that up on Google if you like, but our certain areas of our bodies are functioning at different times at their peak times throughout the day. We're always working through our bodies. So you want to do that. You want to make sure you're eating the same time every day, get your body into a routine. All right. The next one would be to stop eating a couple of hours before you go to bed. And this is so important, because if you're going to bed and you've filled your stomach up, your digestive system's working, we really want to get into the relaxation mode. We want the body to rest and recover. That's what sleeping's all about. So you definitely want to make sure that you're stopping and eating at appropriate amount, at least, you know, 3 hours, 4 hours. So if you're going to bed at 10 o'clock at night or 11 o'clock at night, you want to pick 3 or 4 hours. So 6 or 7 o'clock, no more eating. Like, it's just done. And the other thing I will say about that, if you're struggling with sleep at night as well, is don't take electronics into your room. Don't have your phone in there. Don't have your iPad in there. Get a regular book to read, paper preferably. If you like to have that wind down time, that's totally fine. But watch the electronics, you guys. Especially, the other thing you could do is turn off your internet at night. Just shut it down in your house. It's really going to help your sleeping. It really does. Just try it and then let me know, okay? The next tip for you is to get 20 to 30 grams of fiber a day. Now, I will say, this is the other part of your journaling. You should be tracking what you're eating, and then just kind of calculate, what are you doing right now in grams of fiber every day? Because you don't want to just jump in and start eating 20 to 30 grams, you guys. You're going to be bloated. Okay, so you want to give your body some time to adjust. All right, so, you know, little bits added on. Okay. The other one is we want to reduce stress. Now, however you reduce stress, so whether that be going for a walk out in nature, maybe you do a yoga class, breathing exercises like long, slow breathing exercises will really help release your stress. We are a society of stress. So we have to find ways to reduce that stress. It's that flight or fight, you know. We don't want to be, I mean, a lot of people are walking around these days with high levels of cortisol because they're in a constant flight. So they're constantly stressed out. So you have to find ways that work for you. Now, everybody's individual. You know, maybe you like to just walk in nature. Maybe you would like to just lay on the beach and read a book. Maybe, you know, maybe having a cup of tea or soaking in a hot bath. Those might be ways that you help reduce your stress levels. So that's so very important, okay? So try the breathing exercises. You might find they work really well for you. All right, probiotics. So here is my medical disclaimer right now, you guys. I am not a naturopath, a doctor, that I don't prescribe anything, but what I'm going to say to you is a probiotic. We know, we're hearing it. All the science is out there. The science is coming constantly right now on probiotics. And being that our gut is all about our immune support, probiotics is going to help you, especially right now. If some of you have been sick, maybe you've been taking a lot of antibiotics. Now we're worried about the coronavirus, and that, you know, seems to be a serious thing that's going on. So really what you want to do for that is really just have good immune support. If you have good immune support and you're washing your hands constantly, like washing them, cleaning them, not like 2 seconds, like really giving them a good wash, that's going to help. And keep your hands away from your face, especially when you're out in public and stuff. You want to just make sure that you're not allowing those kind of things in. So a good probiotic, so what you want to do is, not all probiotics are perfect for every single person. Again, there is no such thing as a one-size-fits-all thing. You have to find what works for you. I highly recommend that you work with a naturopathic doctor. They're very well versed in probiotics. I don't know if your GP is. A lot of GPs are really getting on the bandwagon now and learning more about nutrition, so give them the benefit of the doubt. They may recommend a good one for you. But that's who you want to go and see. Or maybe you're comfortable picking one and just trying it and seeing if it works for you, and follow the directions on the bottle. That's simply what you have to do. Okay, so there was my medical disclaimer. And okay, this one I can prescribe for you because I'm a health and fitness professional. So exercise. It is, you guys, the last tip is exercise. We got to get the body moving so we can get everything moving, right? We want to get all that food out of our system. So we take what we need and then we get rid of and expend the rest. And so exercise is going to help you do that. And it's also going to remove any blocked energy in your body. It's going to make you feel good. You're going to feel energized. So once again, if you haven't been exercising regularly, maybe your job is sedentary, especially if you are sitting all day long. You guys, think about it. If you're sitting in an office job 8 hours a day and you're not moving, you're getting off work because I know you're tired and you're exhausted, and we're a society that's, you know, like 40-hour work week, maybe longer. Most of the time it's longer these days. Then you need to be doing something off that chair. So whether that means going swimming, going for a walk, maybe taking your lunch breaks during the day and going for a walk. So, you know, have a nice easy lunch and then go for a walk before you go back to your desk. Do some stretches or something. You've got to move, because eventually, you think about it, there's 52 weeks in a year. And if you work Monday to Friday and you're sitting at an office desk 8 hours a day and then an hour there to work and an hour back, so that's 10 hours a day you are sitting, where somewhere in those other 14 hours you've got to figure out how to move your body, because otherwise eventually you will get sick. Sedentary is going to make you sick. So let's support your body. At least get some exercise in a couple times a week. If you're not sure what to do with that, you maybe take a dance class, maybe take a yoga class, maybe go for a run clinic. Whatever works for you. Go to the gym, work out with weights. I really encourage women to be working out with weights a minimum 3 times a week. You really want to keep your bones strong and healthy as we're aging, okay? So that's it. That's all I got for you. Those are my 9 tips for good gut health. That'll help support you and help your immune system, support you through this crazy time of flu and cold season, for sure. And if you're ever looking for any support in your health and fitness or nutrition, feel free to reach out to me. I'm happy to help guide you through the process, especially if you're brand new and you don't know where to begin. Book a 15-minute complimentary coaching call with me, and I'd be happy to help you get started. Have an amazing day, you guys. Thanks so much for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Bye for now.